Hello guys, welcome to Trigger to Synthesize. Our first episode of the synthesis and sound design tutorial will be about to describe and define what exactly the sound is. I find very helpful to understand the sound definition before we get into synthesis, so you will know exactly which knob to dial and what sound parameters can be adjusted on your equipment to get certain results. According to the Wikipedia, the sound can be described as an oscillation in the pressure or can be viewed as a wave motion in the air. So simplifying the term, the sound is a vibration which travels through the air. This definition leads us to suppose that something has to create the air vibration to make the sound to exist. And that thought is spot on. There must be an object or a thing which makes the air to vibrate. When you think about it in practice, you realize soon that this is what exactly happens when you speak, when your vocal cord is vibrating the air, just like when you play your guitar and your guitar strings does the same thing. When you're hitting your drums and the skin of your drum starts to vibrate, it transmitted to the air molecules which start to vibrate against each other, the sound waves are formed. The sound waves are traveling into your air canal until they reach your eardrum. This is what your brain translates as a sound. So by now we know that the sound is a vibration which travels through the air and made out of waveforms. So let's see what exact parameter the sound has. It can be defined by its volume, or so-called amplitude, its length, pitch, which is its frequency, and its timbre. A tone is a complex combination of series of regular vibrations, usually with a prominent frequency which is experienced as the pitch. A regular vibration, scientifically named frequency, and we measure it as hertz. 1 hertz is equals with 1 cycle per second. As many wave cycles passing through a fixed point per second, as faster the sound waves are, as higher the sound and the pitch value becomes. Let's have a closer look what the timbre stands for. Imagine the situation when multiple instruments are playing the same exact note. You will be still able to identify each of them. Why is that? Because every sound has its own color, and this is what's called timbre. To be more exact, the timbre is the harmonic structure of the sound. The lowest frequency of the note is always the loudest. That's why the frequency where the note is at is called fundamental. Even though you identify a sound that is played at a certain pitch, it covers more frequencies at the same time as well. These other frequencies, which are covered by the same sound, is called overtones or harmonics. When upper frequencies are covered more by the sound, then the sound feels brighter, and when lower, then the sound feels darker. So the timbre of the sound depends on its waveform, which varies with the number of harmonics or overtones which are present, their frequencies and their relative intensities. How does this knowledge relate to synthesis? In the synthesizer, we set up electronic vibrations in the circuitry. The synthesizer's oscillator shapes the voltage into basic waveforms, which can be further processed with the other parts of the synthesizer. So you can directly shape the tone, the length, the volume, and of course the timbre of the sound. These voltage waveforms are vibrating your speaker's membrane, which is transmitted by the membrane into the air, just the exact same way how the skin of your drum does. In the next video, we will go through all the different parts of the synthesizer, and we will demonstrate how you can put this knowledge about the sound into practice. You will learn which knob of the synthesizer adjusts the tone, the volume, the length, and of course the timbre of the sound. After all, you will be able to analyze and recreating existing sounds by combining your sound theory and synthesis knowledge. I am putting a spreadsheet about the frequency and pitch relation in the link below. If you enjoyed the video or the content, don't forget to subscribe so you will not miss the next one, where I'm going to guide you in the deeper understanding of the synthesis and sound design. Let me know in the comment section below which existing sounds you try to recreate and synthesize. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon.